RichYungInn. What's good with you, bro?
Yo, what's going?
Chilling, man. Happy to have you here, man, at SiriusXM Pandora Now. Just kind of jump into it, bro. Like, what part of Florida are you from?
Shit, I'm originally from Tampa,
From
Florida.
Tampa?
Yeah, Tampa,
Okay.
Florida. Had
Okay,
moved
that's
out
what's
here.
up. I've
Like,
been out there a few times, like Tampa to like what is it, Yarborough City or some shit like that.
yeah, Bro City. I'm
Yeah.
from Hillsboro though. Like, it's like kind of near like Clearwater Beach and shit like that.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up. So I mean, there's not a lot of rappers that's coming out of Tampa at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are
Not for
probably
real.
some of the people that we should keep our eye on from the city, like outside of yourself?
Uh, to be honest, I haven't really tapped in back home, so
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really got a chance to really see who like doing their thing in the city. So honestly, I couldn't tell you, but I would like somebody that who was doing. I'd probably say like Rod Wave, because he the closest person that's like next to St. Pete is next to Tampa.
Word.
Like,
Okay.
that's like the nearest similar comparison I could think of who I fought with for real.
Okay, that's a bet. That's a bet. So what brought you out, like, to Atlanta, bro? Like, what kind of got you started on the rap wave? Like, what made you want to become a rapper?
I ain't gonna lie. I had one of my partners had really like made me want to start rapping for real. I like was making songs and stuff when I was a kid
Mm-hmm.
and like just playing around, but like take it serious for real. I ain't really start till like high school, like 10th grade, 9th grade,
Yeah,
making songs for real, putting them out.
for sure.
But got inspiration from the bros and just took it serious.
Or so y'all started off as kind of like a collective, or it was just
Like, well, he was like dropping like music, and I was like, if he can make music, then I know I can make music. So it's like, and then I ended up really just doing it every day for real, making songs, like writing songs down, writing them in a notebook, and then I just ended up getting five.
Yeah.
Each song got better and better, and I just stood with it.
I feel that. What was that? What was that breakout track for you? Like, you feel like was your most notable song as of right now?
I'll say right now, a lot of people liking that no rap deal.
Yeah.
Cause it's just like me really just like popping it, like letting them know like what's really going on, real life, no capping.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay, that's a bet. So I was about to go jump into a couple of the tracks actually, but let's start with that no rap deal. Like, where were you when you put that together, and like, how did that actually come together for you?
We was at no rap deal. Oh, I made that actually in the house. I recorded and mixed that and made it myself.
Mm-hmm.
I record myself sometimes, or sometimes I might go to the studio, get that studio feel, but no rap deal, I actually recorded myself
Word.
and mixed it and stuff like that.
That's fire. So how long have you actually been able to record yourself? Because some people can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's how I actually started off rapping for real, like, cause bro had his own setup,
Yeah.
and we was in the house. We used to all just be in the crib, just like recording ourselves, like on the like FL Studios, high school days. And then I went and got my own setup, learned how to basically do this shit myself.
That's
Really,
fine.
just geeking, experimenting, and studying it for real, trying to get better.
Yeah. Were you making beats as well, or was it just like
Nah,
tracking?
I don't know how to make beats yet. I'm trying to. That's next on
Mhm.
the list. If I start learning how to make beats, then that'd be fine. But I ain't on that level yet.
I dig it. All right, so let's jump into a couple tracks, bro. The first one I want to talk about is Face Card. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
break that down for me.
Face cards like just me laid back track for real. Just really just talking my shit for real, and just really just letting it. This nigga got a good face card out here for real.
Mm-hmm.
Face card good. A lot of folks face card be burnt out here, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Running off all type of bad business. So that song was mostly about like keeping your face card clean.
Yeah.
And
I guess, like, if to go into that, what would some of the ways that you would, advise, or what kind of advice would you give somebody that needs to help clean up their face card or something like that?
just do good business for real. Like,
Yeah.
good business only. Like, that's the motto, GBO. Good business only.
Straight up. There you go. All right, let's talk about Get Home.
Get home. I made that song when actually recently, before I had just like last December, I made Get Home.
Mm-hmm.
Where we was just hitting the studio constantly, going back and forth to the studio. I ended up making Get Home. It was like some different type of beat, like kind of like rock starish. So I thought it was different, and that's when I just wanted to do that. Shot the video, put it out.
Fire. That's what's up. All right, the next one I do want to jump into is a New Route. Tell me about that one.
New Route also was recorded by me.
Mm.
I just recorded that also. Really just one late night one day, you know what I'm saying, in the crib, bored, just decided, man, I'm finna make a song and end up making New Route and send it out to hella people. They just like, that it's hard. End up getting good reviews off of it, but yeah, I made that in the crib.
For sure. That's real. So like, you know, like with the type of people that's, you know, gotten behind your music, you've been getting a lot of views, you know, people just kind of paying attention to your campaign. Like, what does that mean for you, even though, like, because you said it's only been a few years for real since you've been rapping, right?
Yeah.
So to have people like really supporting your campaign, like, how does that feel?
Good for real. Like finally starting to get recognition and like all the work, you know, I've been putting in. Like that's all nigga really want.
Yeah.
In the end, for real, just to be heard and get like put it in folks' face. So it feel good, and you know, stuff starting to work.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's facts.
That's it.
What would you say like your plan is for like maybe the next 3 months? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we expecting a tape soon or?
Yeah, right now is mostly building fan base and connecting more with the fans, letting them know who I am for real, like so they just know me besides the music, and getting them ready for a tape for real. Right now it's just singles, videos, letting them see the lifestyle, letting them see like we really living like this. This is not just rap, and then we gonna do tape and go from there. See where that go.
What are you aiming for like any new features or like there any artists that you got an eye on that you want to get some features from?
Really just nah, not for real. Like I probably end up doing one with somebody later on, but right now I really want them to like just hear my sound for real, and just get to like be a fan of me.
Yeah.
So features, I'm waiting on the features right now until we build them fan base up, and then like once I come out with a feature, they gonna be like, okay, he working. Okay, we gonna listen.
Yeah. That's real. So like, can we jump into like a little bit more of your backstory? Because it's just like I'm interested to see what it's like, you know, just kind of coming up in Tampa. Because a lot of people don't really know about it, know about the city outside maybe like football and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, what was it like for you coming up and like some of the influences that you had that even got you to this point?
Just basically seeing like kids my age basically make it, and just like in the industry and getting hella bread and changing they folks' lives and off of music and words. Yeah. So I was just like, dang, if they could do it, I know I could do it. And then it was just like I've been like interested in music, always into music. So it was like kind of all went together because like that was something I actually enjoyed doing.
Word. Were your parents or like your grandparents or something like that, were they into music?
Not for real. Yeah. Nah, it wasn't really like I wasn't really like born in it for real, but that's something kind of I gravitate towards myself. Yeah. My mama, she don't really want me doing music.
For real?
But, you know what I'm saying, when it pay, of course she gonna be with it, but she don't really want me doing music.
What did mom want you to get into?
She wanted me to do some like, you know, good ones, just, you know, good son stuff, like
go to school.
Yeah, go to school, go to the army, stuff like that. I'm like, nah.
I guess what was your stance against that though? Like, you know, school, army, like that structural life. Like, what made you want to take this route? Like,
school wasn't really for me. Like, I did it just for her, for real. That was the only thing she wanted me to do was graduate. I did it for her. Yeah. And she, like, that just ain't for me, for real. Like, I don't like being told too much what to do. Just like that's what it was. Like, I like to be able to move on my own time and when I want, how I want. Yeah.
So like, you know, within this rap stuff, like, you know, the goal is to make as much money as we can to, you know, help ourselves and help our people. You know what I'm saying? So like with the future bread that's coming to you, like what are some of the things that you like looking to invest into, or like, you know, some kind of entrepreneurial waves that you want?
I want to do like I want to, of course, like help the homeless and stuff like that. But really, I want to be able to just like start daycares for real for like, you know, kid, like for like the parents who can't afford to put their kids in daycare.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I want to kind of start something like that, like a fund where it's like, it's kind of damn near don't cost nothing for them to put their kids in daycare so they can be able to do what they can do.
Yeah.
To provide.
That's hard.
Yeah.
I guess what brought that to your mental?
Really just growing up for real and seeing like, how other kids lived and came up for real, how they weren't able to do certain things or how their parents, weren't able to make the money they needed because they had to be there with them and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I kind of took all that into heat and was like, that's something like can help people.
No, that's real. Cause I was actually thinking about that today. Just like, damn, daycare is hella expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Like 3, 4, what it is?
Yeah,
like
a week.
400 a week.
Yeah.
I can see if it was like a month. That's doable. That's extendable.
Yeah.
A week.
It's crazy. Yeah. Cause I think it was the 520 podcast. They literally just dropped the episode the other day and they got into that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy, bro.
That's something like I feel like if we can make it easier on the especially new parents and young parents who still figuring out their lives, like that because when people have a baby, they automatically think it's the end, like they gotta get going, whatever. So that's kind of like can be something like take stress off people.
Yeah, early stress relief too. That's real, bro. That's real. So if I could ask you, like, if there was a song that people needed to go back into, like, look up or like to get like a full idea of like, who you are as an artist and maybe like, some of your background, like what would that track be for the people?
I'll say Favors. It's a song out there called Favors. It's more like pain, but it's just like basically, what I'm going through and like how I am and just connecting with the fans. A lot of people relate to that song and basically feel like I'm talking to them.
Word.
Yeah.
All right. And then on the flip side of that, what is one of your favorite tracks that you've put out that people should go back and check out?
I actually like my new track that I just put out, which is Digits. I recently just shot the video for that. That's getting a lot of good traction, getting good reviews.
Yeah.
But I like Digits. I like the beat. It like some turn party vibe. Turn. Yeah.
I was about to say I watched the video a little bit earlier today actually, and it was like, yeah, that's some fire.
And just ready to get them folks some new music. Just let them just keep feeding them, so they just keep tapping in.
That's real. Do you have like a go-to producer, or is there like?
I got a few producers I mess with.
Yeah.
My boy Ja, Mike, my boy Space, Trail. I got like a list to go, like all 5. They all send me that hard 5 shit.
Are they like Atlanta based?
All from around different areas.
Word.
All from around different areas, so I'm getting different sounds. Yeah. I ain't just stuck in one box category.
That's fine. For sure. All right, man. So like, all right, I'm gonna wrap it up like this, man. If there's like a word or a phrase that kind of describe like, who RichYungInn is, how he feels, like where he may be like spiritually, emotionally, bro, like what would that word or that phrase be?
I'll say word or phrase that's describing like me right in this moment, like my life right now.
Yeah. Just how you feel or whatever.
I'll say like astronomical.
Word.
It's shit getting big.
Yeah.
Shit getting big. That's all I can say. That's a word right now that can describe my life. Like, if you ain't with it, you going left.
That's it. And that's how it go, bro. RichYungInn, bro, I appreciate your time, man. I'm excited to see what else is coming up for you for the rest of the year. I think you got, a hell of a sound, and I think people should really like, hella pay attention because you gotta, we gotta have some more good Florida music coming out, bro.
Fact.
Yes, sir. So, just tap in anytime you in the A, bro.
No, for sure, man. Appreciate for having me.